Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. I went outside to record this video first, but I ended up breaking my selfie stick. It was too much of a pain standing like this, and also it looks nice outside, but it's actually windy and cold as shit. So here we are. Today we're gonna be talking about why everyone should bodybuild, but I think I'm calling the video something like why fasting is not enough. Because I can clearly tell that the videos I put out that get overwhelmingly the best response are almost all of them about fasting. And look, that's great. I love fasting, as you know, but I'm thinking, is it really that all of you just love not eating so much? You're just so into not eating? Because I'm thinking it's more that you have certain goals in mind, something you want to accomplish, and it's just your mindset right now that you think fasting is what you should be focusing on mainly. And it might be the case. It depends a lot on who you are, but I would, as a big fan of fasting, I would recommend like some fasting to some extent to every individual. Just how often, how long, how much would depend a lot on who you are and your goals. But so I could go on and on forever about why you should be bodybuilding. Maybe I'll make more videos about that. But in this video, let's focus on the part like how it relates to fasting and the kind of goals you might have there. So I consider myself a bodybuilder, but it's not that I want to be a contest bodybuilder, stand on stage, shave my body and have a spray tan and flex. Like, yeah, I will probably try that at some point, or most likely as a challenge once, but that's not what I am into here. And so, again, I could go into so many details, such as the mental aspect, self-development like that, but what I'm looking to do is I want to accomplish a certain look, I want to build a certain body. And so what is bodybuilding, like it is controlling the way you look, by controlling your level of body fat and your muscle mass. And so your main tools for this are diet and weight training. And the reason I promoted my coaching when I went out and went into this full time as Uncommon Sense Bodybuilding. And it's not that my clients want to be contest bodybuilders or have even as ambitious goals as me, but it is because of the things that go into it. And I like the mindset of, instead of the fucking weight loss fasting kind of scarcity mindset, or I don't know if scarcity is the right word, but it's focusing on the negative only. I have all this fat that I need to get rid of. I don't like my current body. I want to get rid of this body. It's more about focusing on that you're not happy with what you have, you need to get rid of it, instead of what do I want? What do I want to build? What would I want to accomplish? And this is what I noticed, that it's so much easier when you have more of a positive goal, do you see what I'm saying? Like, not focusing on, I'm not happy with this, I need to get rid of it, instead of, I would be happy with this, how can I get that? And so this is what I noticed when I got into all of this. I came off having panic attack syndrome, daily panic attacks, and I was a skinny, fat, little depressed blob, and so I started training mainly to just feel better and get healthier and prevent something like that from happening again. But when I noticed so quickly how I could affect my body, then I quickly got much more ambitious goals, and actually remembered that when I was younger, I was into trying to build muscle and be ripped and stuff. And so it's a lot easier when it's not like, oh, I'm a fatty and I need to get rid of the fat, when you're focusing on, looking that way. That would be cool. I can't think of people, right? I guess Jeff Cavalier, Athlete X, I figure he's probably natural. If I can look like him, maybe not quite as lean because he's ridiculously shredded all the time, but that would be great, So instead of focusing on, I'm fat now, or I'm too skinny now, I'm like, I want to be like that. I'm building that, And so I had weight to lose, and it was not easy for me staying on a deficit. I didn't do fasting back then, but I was hungry all the time, was thinking about food all the time, and wanted to eat more all the time. But because I had something, I wanted to accomplish this, I knew it was possible. I can build this. Then I need to do this, And you can of course say, but what's the difference? I know that if I'm fat and I want to get lean, I need to fast, or I need to stick to my deficit or whatever. Yes, but it's not a focus, it's still not a focus on this, I could achieve this that I want. It's more, again, the focus on, I want to get rid, I don't like myself now, I need to get rid of myself now, instead of I want to build this version of me. And so that's just the whole mindset thing of it. But it's also something I've noticed is that at a certain point, some individuals, like, I can't say exactly why this is, or be specific, but as you say, I've noticed that some people in the kind of skinny fat situation, it's like it's not impossible, but very, very difficult to lose weight at a certain point. Like, I've seen men now eat very, very little food, and the weight just stays the same. Or if they lose weight with a fast, just eating and not overeating, it seems like, on the numbers and the food quality and stuff, they just gain the weight back. And it's like when you are in that little skinny fat position, it's like you have too little muscle, you have almost no metabolism, and I don't know, it's like, I can't fully explain it, but it's like at a certain point for some individuals, with just diet, is what I'm saying, it seems to be very difficult to get any further. And so that's when I'd say that introduce the weight training is the best thing you can do. I made a video recently about main gaining, and I was kind of dissing it in a sense, because I'm dissing it as a, like, recommending to everyone. And so main gaining is basically building muscle while not putting on fat. And I talked about doing a body recomposition too, which is burning fat and putting on muscle at the same time. Because when you are like lean, let's say like 15% body fat for a man, or lower, and you have the habit of going to the gym, it will just be optimal for everyone, even the person that could kind of main gain, because it's different from individuals, like you have different genetic predispositions there. Did I say that word right? But it will be optimal for everyone to be on a small caloric surplus to build muscle. But when you are in the skinny fat situation and weight training is not that you do, that's when weight training is like the best thing you can do for your weight loss. Because it seems like, again, with just diet, it's very hard for people in the skinny fat situation to lose weight at a certain point, because their metabolism is just so low, and building muscle, first of all, when you get more muscle mass, you will just, your resting metabolic rate, the best way to describe it is, the more muscle mass you have, the more energy you burn as you sleep, because just having more muscle mass takes more energy. But the other thing is that this is something, it's annoying because it's not like there's good information that explains this available. It's just something that you observe as a trainer, that people who are skinny fat, and it's so often, someone who comes to a trainer is in that kind of spot, that they've been sedentary, eating too much junk, so they've lost muscle and gained some fat, and in the gym, you most of the time can't be too involved with a diet with a person. You can just make sure that the training they're doing with you in the gym is good, But basically all the clients I had that were clients like that, they all lost weight, and a lot of weight often, because it's not only that the muscle mass will now burn more energy when you have it, but it seems like, especially when you're so unused to that it just takes a lot of energy for the body to build that muscle, if that makes sense. Like, the protein will make up the muscle, but there's other energy used just for the process of building the muscle. And the body can make up missing calories from your own body fat. So when you are in that state, when you have too little muscle mass and too much fat, it's just going to be very easy for the body to use energy from the body fat to build the muscle. And it's annoying because you're not going to find a lot of information about this. But as a trainer, this is something I've observed, that people could lose weight surprisingly quick by just starting doing some weight training, because it just took so much energy for their bodies to build that muscle. So adding weight training into the mix is something you should be doing. And look, this is also when you're thinking about the look you want to achieve, just being thin, that's not good looking, men and women, muscle is what makes the body look nice. And I understand for women, you want to have some fat on your butt there, of course, but just a fat, saggy butt doesn't look nice. It has to be covering a well-developed glute muscle. But what I come to is that it's not that you have to. If you see me in the picture, I probably use some picture of me flexing or something in the thumbnail. It's not that you have to go for this, you know, to achieve what I'm talking about. Just getting lean, and just better looking. You just have to build some muscle mass. You just have to. That's what I'm talking about here. That fasting is not enough. Just add weight training into the mix. Add weight training into the mix, build some muscle, and this will help with your weight loss. But probably this is something when you have what you want to achieve, what you would like to look like, it's probably not possible without building muscle. So yeah, I guess that's it. You know, I'm just trying to. You know, I'm thinking lately, how can I help my subscribers the most? You know, and I ask you to ask me to talk about certain things, but it's hard to get suggestions. And I know sometimes this is also something. As a good coach, you know, I tell my clients, oh, just ask more. No dumb questions. The more you ask, the better. The more you ask, the more I can help you. And also, because as a coach, and even me as a content creator now, it's difficult sometimes to know, you know, when you know a bunch of stuff about something, you don't know where to start, you know, or what are your blind spots? What is it that you need to know? And then sometimes when a client, when they ask something, you're like, you know, like they don't even understand this, and not in a demeaning way, but you understand that, then I was dumb, or it was a waste of time talking about this if they needed to get this explained to them first, you know. So please, you know, if you get the idea from this video, you know, that, oh, maybe I should do some weight training too. Maybe I should consider myself a bodybuilder and, you know, build the body that I want, to not only think about how do I lose the fat? You know, fasting is easy to understand. You just don't eat. Drink salts, you'll feel better. Boom. Weight training, it is more complicated. Like as a beginner, it's basically just go to the gym and lift, do some weights, you know, do whatever. That's going to be better. But it's not something. It's not as clear cut as just don't eat, you know. So I want to put out more content about this. But we were talking about exercise selection, specific body parts. Like what exercises to get a good chest, or what training split, how often should I train, and what should my workouts look like, what muscles should I train together, all that shit, you know. Please ask me about those things. I'm help me help you guys. That's kind of the point. So yeah, I don't know. I got a little all over the place here at the end, but it's something I've been thinking about, that it's kind of lazy. Did I talk about that at the start? It's kind of lazy to just be thinking about the fasting. It's funny because, you know, some people it seems like, oh no, I could never fast. Oh, it seems so difficult. But some people who get into it and try it, they realize that, hey, all I had to do was not eat, and I could lose weight, and it's easy, you know. And so you just want to keep fasting. But there's so much exercise, and specifically weight training, could aid you so much in the goals you have. This is no matter who you are. You might not see it right now, but I promise you. So, okay, I feel like I just made a big mess here at the end, but whatever. I'm putting out this video. Please comment, please, you know, please tell me what you'd like to learn more about. It will help out a lot. Please like the video. Please, all comments and likes help support the channel, so I appreciate it. And please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, uncommon sense takes on all kinds of things. I'll see you later, guys. Peace.